So what we're gonna do today is dive into the numbers again. I've done this in a couple past videos, and ironically, every single time it's very similar. But we're gonna dive into a couple other analytics to show you why these numbers are the way they are. So first and foremost, I'm gonna be utilizing the seller. When you come down to selling a property, it's very important to understand when you're gonna get top value for your dollar. So let's hop into the charts here, and we're gonna first look at the average sold price of every single month. So as you can see here, we are gonna start in 2024. January is the worst time to sell your house because you can see it's also the lowest sold price of the year. So going up, you really pumps up during those spring, summer months, comes down, comes up, and here we are, that January, the lowest of the year. So now we're gonna understand why that is. So now going over here, we are gonna be looking at the average days on market. This is from active to pending. So this shows you the buyer demand. And this works for buyers and sellers. If you wanna kind of go the opposite, if you're a seller, you wanna sell when days are low on market. When you're a buyer, you wanna buy when days on market are high, because this shows you the buyer demand of that certain time of the year. And it's like clockwork. Every single year, you can see this correlation. Starting in 22, that April is gonna be that low, going up to that January and high, down to that June, July, that summer rush, and then back up again, down during those summer months, and back up, down, and then look at us now. I mean, it is a fire sale right now, and everyone sees it. It's because it's just the time of the year. Everyone thinks the sky is falling, real estate market's crashing. Realistically, at least here in Washington, every single winter, the market shows a low buyer demand during the winter months. So what does that correlate to? A great time to buy. Now, when it comes down to the rates dropping, there's a lot of news coming out, making housing more affordable through lower interest rates. So there's a lot of news around buying real estate right now. So do I think that we're gonna have a lower days on market this summer? It's inevitable. So if you're a seller and you're on the sideline of saying, hey, should I sell my house now or should I wait till the market starts heating up? Looking at the days on market here, that March, April, May timeframe is by far the best time to sell your house. And not the worst time to buy a house, you just gotta work a little harder to find that good deal. But every single year, you can see that the buyer demand really just shoots through the roof during that late spring, right into the beginning of the summer. So strategically timing the market, and you're looking to sell your property, wait until those spring months and you'll be surprised. The buyer demand just goes through the roof. And as you can see, that does also correlate to sales price. That's when we get the majority of that big pump, that big increase in sales price is going to be during those spring months. So using both of these charts, you can analyze when it makes the most sense to list and also when it makes the most sense to buy. Because it's not just the average sales price, it's most importantly the days on market. The active to pending time frame shows you the buyer demand. So when the average days on market are low, great time to sell. When average days on market are high, great time to buy. So utilizing these numbers, you really want to take a step back and say, when does it make the most sense for me to pull the trigger? And this data really does back it up.